How can you tell if marketing is working? That is the essence of this question that Richard Hart asked. And you can actually get the answer with lots of data instead of just people's opinions in a poll. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. But let's first look at this question. What got more news articles about me written? Founding a 10,000x ROI coin, buying the world's largest diamond, or raising 27 million for charity? Well, I put down the diamond, right? But what if there was an actual way to tell which was more effective? We can do that by looking at search volume for Richard Hart on the largest search engine in the world, Google. See if searches for his name spiked during when the diamond was sold. Right? Then we can know if it worked, right? And compare that to other time periods. What we could also do is look at Richard Hart's YouTube channel and see if he got more subscribers and views in the month of February versus any other month, right? Because if this was more impactful, right, then we should see this somewhere, right, or this somewhere in the data. We could also do the same thing with the Twitter following, right? And then at the end, we have a little bonus to show how incredibly impactful this was. But first, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, it's good to freaking see you. Thank you. Now, if you're returning and you're not subscribed already, you're not hitting the bell notification, I don't know what is wrong with you. You should already be doing those things, plus pressing that thumbs up button. Now, for everybody, I found this interesting because I was like, wait a second, I can actually answer this question with data, right? So I found it interesting. But then I was like, well, maybe Richard Hart could actually utilize this information, right, to make future decisions or have another piece of data to make future decisions on marketing Pulsex, Pulsechain, or Hex, or anything related to any future work. So if you find this video helpful or you think it does a decent job of answering that question, then share it with him on Twitter. Tag me, or don't tag me if you don't want to, right? Link down below if you want to support the channel, or my Twitter down below as well. Okay, so first of all, I had to figure out when this Enigma Diamond transaction took place and articles started coming out. So there was the February 10th, February 9th, February 9th, Forbes, CNBC, National Geographic. These are three larger ones that come up here, but there was a bunch more articles that came up, right? Because then I can take this and take a look at the search volume on Google to see if this was impactful. So that's what we did next. What we did to understand if these other two things had any impact, right? I went from the 10th, so October 2019, before Hex came out, to today on the search volume for Richard Hart globally. And this is on Google, right? The largest search engine in the planet. And what we see here is that the time that all the articles are coming out, the exact week over the last 3 years, the exact week the diamond article started coming out, is the fourth largest week for search volume in the largest search engine in the world. This is a large amount of data. So if you look at the past 3 years, there was 4 weeks that had a big impact, right? One of them specifically was the diamond. Out of all the top 4 weeks, one of them was the diamond, right? I don't know what happened here. I think this is when Pulsex was launching, so there was probably a lot more search volume for his name during this time period here, right? And then the diamond came out right here, and that's when there was a boatload more search, right? So this is one data point that helps point us in the right direction, right? Because we don't see any other gigantic spikes here. But let's take a look at YouTube over time. So what we did for this is we took Richard Hart's YouTube channel, we went to a site called Social Blade. Social Blade aggregates social media account data. All right, so you get to see some of it right here. And if we scroll down here to the bottom, what we did, you guys can see this hopefully. Yes, okay, perfect. This is total subscribers for Richard Hart by month. This goes back to February 2019, right? So we get to see that there's a little pop up here, right? So this is probably when Hex was coming out, right? I think Hex came out in December. So came out this date, right? And then we get to see 2 months later, there's a pop in his subscribers. And then it looks pretty consistent. And then we see a pop right here. This is when Pulsechain Sacrifice went out, right? So we see a directional change, right? We see an increase in the slope of the line. But what is the biggest section here? What's the biggest one of these sections between the two dots? Oh, look at that fucking shit. February of 2022, when the diamond was sold, also had the biggest increase in subscriber growth on his YouTube channel. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Right? Then we look at views. Total views by month. Again, same time period right here. I didn't actually check this. This one's like super obvious. Like this is gargantuan compared to all the others, right? But here, again, we have a larger increase than maybe across this whole entire time period in terms of views. Let's see here. This is from 4 million to 4.2, so that's 300,000, 280,000 increase. Right, where's another big one? From 5 million to 5.5, so this is a 500,000 view increase right here. Maybe from here to here. This is 400,000, 473,000 increase, right? What's this one? This is from 7 million to 7.5, right? So this is 500,000. Well, this, my friends, is also the largest increase in views on his channel over the entire time period, is when that diamond article started coming out. It went from 7.5 million in the month of January to 8.326 for the month of February. The largest step increase over the whole time period tracked. But so you get in the picture. You get in the picture. That was the most impactful thing. But let's take a look at two more things. We've got the Twitter, and then we've got the bonus thing. And then I need your help to share this with Richard so he can actually see this information. Again, this is Social Blade, Richard Hart's Twitter. You go to the bottom here, and this is total followers, right? And you guys can probably already pick out what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, right? So this goes back here to 2017 December. We get to see it's just steadily growing. We see an uptick right here, right? That's probably where he got attention, probably around Hex or something, because this is 2 months after launch. There's an uptick right there. Then we see a slope change, you know, in terms of how quickly his account is growing here from the launch of Pulsechain, right? We just see it growing at a much faster rate. But what do we see the biggest increase in? The month of February 2022. What happened in that month? Oh yeah, now I remember. The diamond was sold in the month of February. So we have an increase in the search volume, the fourth highest over a 3-year period. We see the highest increase in total number of views and subscriber growth on his YouTube channel. We see the largest increase in Twitter followers. Well, what is the bonus thing? How else can we take a look at this? Well, we could take a look at a site called Alexa.com. So Alexa.com is an Amazon company, and they are a web analytics company. So they do estimated traffic, bounce rate, and several other factors to rank a website. And they rank it relative to all the other websites. So there's millions of websites, right? So what we could do is look at richardhart.com and see how richardhart.com was impacted during that time to know what was going on. Right? We can't go back 3 years because I don't have the data in here, and you probably have to pay for this or whatever. But I don't. Maybe if somebody wants to pay for this, I can go back further, right? But look at this, from February 6th to February 22. What, remind me what happened again during that time? What was it that took place during that middle of February? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot we sold the diamond during that. Okay, so we can clearly fucking see that there was a giant impact from the diamond. So on Twitter, this is where I need your help. On Twitter, take this video, press the share button, right? If you're on your phone, press the share button, share it to Twitter, right? Delete all the other stuff, and you can just type out whatever and tag Richard Hart and let him know what the actual answer is, right? Using the data, if this is helpful with that. So appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. Also, if you want to support the channel in other ways, you can check out any links down below, like Twitter or Instagram or my other YouTube channel where I talk about fitness-related content that nobody else talks about. It's on the fringe of the fitness industry, whether it's peptides or SARMs or drugs or steroids, that type of stuff over there. So you can check that out. There'll be a little icon up here with me flexing. You can just click over there if that's interesting to you. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.